I'm Brad.
We're 626 Ohana, California, and today we're at Epcot and we're going to be enjoying lots of fun rides, the Flower and Garden Festival.
Yeah, and well, we kind of already been here for a little bit.
We just grabbed some lunch.
Yeah, so we started out our day basically hurry up getting here and getting on Soarin', which was a half hour. So we're like, yeah, we're going to go on that real quick. And it was actually less than a half hour. It took us about 20 minutes to get on this morning. Yeah. And we got here because they were allowing the resort guests in about an hour early. Is that right?
Hour.
Half hour early.
Yeah, for rides to open. So what we found out at the resorts is that there was something called Academy Buses. It's a company that Disney has actually hired out for the next 3 months until July to help with some of the transportation issues that guests have been complaining about.
Yeah, so that's why we haven't seen a whole lot of problems with the buses, which has been great. But in July, it sounds like their contract's up.
So they may renew, they may not, but that's what's going on.
After we went on Soarin', we went to eat lunch.
Yeah, we had a great lunch. We're going to review Garden Grill, so watch out for that review coming out soon.
Yeah, and after that, of course, we had to go see where our food was growing out, right?
Right, you gotta go see with Living with the Land.
So with that, you're caught up with our day. Yeah, the bus thing was kind of a new thing we learned today. We're enjoying no masks. A little windy if you out, sorry. And we're gonna go head off to Nemo.
Yeah, and then we'll explore the World Showcase and do some rides. So let's go have fun.
All right, let's go.
No sharks. We usually like to get a picture of Hayden in there. Once again, one of our Disney growth charts.
Nemo done.
And also, I love the aquarium in there. It's such a cool thing that Disney does.
Yeah, there was only one dolphin this time.
Yeah, but still, we got to see the sea manatees eating, so that was fun.
Those things they're huge.
They are, but they're so cool.
Yeah, they are very cool. So I think we're just gonna go do some country hopping.
Yeah, we'll look at some shops, maybe try some drinks or something to eat.
It's
just like little, I don't know, throughout the day, and just kind of take it easy and enjoy being at Epcot.
Okay. So let's go visit our neighbors to the north.
Yeah, our friendly neighbors to the north.
Thank you for stopping by. You kids have fun. Keep the adults out of trouble.
Hello.
Friends, how's your jolly holiday going?
It's nice. How was your day?
It's been practically perfect so far.
Harry. We'll go in, we'll watch a new show, maybe get a little champagne. Because I'm a sucker for the champagne here.
Okay, I might have to get a beer here.
Okay, that sounds like a nice afternoon.
There we go. And look. You got Bell Beast.
What? Yep.
All right. There's a 0 minute wait.
All right, Beauty and the Beast sing along. I'm sorry to anybody that doesn't sing along with me.
It's all copyrighted music anyway, so they're not going to hear you.
That's a good thing. Oh look, it's Honeybee.
Madam as well.
And this is how I do France.
Little chef. Is that for the Flower of the Wine Festival or is that no?
Yeah, no, I think that's just
For the Garden Festival.
Yeah. So cheers, little chef.
Of course, what's coming?
Ratatouille.
We haven't been back here yet.
No, this is our first time seeing.
One of our new adventures.
Woohoo. Although I have heard the bathrooms back here are awesome. Coming October 2nd, 2021, just in time for the 50th anniversary. And of course, we won't be here.
No.
Which I'm bummed because we kept hoping this would open.
Well, you can kind of see some stuff. So anyways, yeah, the Beauty and the Beast sing-along was fun.
Oh my goodness, they got Angela Lansbury to host, which was awesome.
Yeah, and that was a different storytelling, I guess.
Yeah, I love the fact that they put a different twist on it, so it's kind of different than the movie, and
We're
I
not
would have
gonna-
expected that. We won't
ruin
spoil,
it. Yeah, we don't want to ruin it for you if you haven't
but
seen
it's
it.
cute.
Yeah, it's very cute. It's a great story. So, had a lot of fun. So definitely go try it. All right, so I think Kim's gonna drink her champagne,
Yeah, just a little bit.
and we're gonna maybe go on see what's our next country.
I think it's Morocco.
Morocco. So we've done Canada, we've done England.
Yeah, we're just moseying around. The one thing we've noticed about the countries is a lot of stores aren't there, and then maybe things like foods and snacks that you're used to finding there are not there right now.
Yeah, so we went to England, and we always get this one candy there. That's our tradition.
It's kind of like a
gummy. I can't remember what
yeah,
it's called.
it's a gummy, but it's kind of like a better version of a jujube.
Yeah, but it's
Or a juju fruit.
Yeah.
But it's better.
A better version of juju fruit. And they said they're just not getting them right now, so the shops are all closed. They only had the one in
Yeah.
England open.
We
They
had the
do,
Twinnings tea shop open,
which we did get some tea. And then also,
which is kind of nice because they have holiday teas there right now, which is good because you can't always get those.
and then the French shop, we had a lot of them open, but there are some areas that are down for refurbishment because obviously Ratatouille coming. So,
All right, the expansion will be fun to see.
we'll see you in the next country. Is it Miss Kushi? Miss Koshi?
Koshi?
Miss Koshi? Alright, Hayden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Japan. Ooh,
The anime.
unfortunately, looks like things are going to be a little limited. Uh-oh. No Pokemon books.
No Pokemon books. That was like Hayden's favorite thing.
That's what he wanted too.
I know. That's the only thing he asked for.
Sorry, kid.
We'll even show you. This is proof to Hayden. There's none.
No Pokemon books, Hayden.
However, there's Super Mario pillows.
Huh? There's kitty pillows. Oh, there's Pokemon. Big Pikachu. So the good thing is, they are bringing back shows back when we were in the U.S. Pavilion.
Well, they've had it. The Voices of Liberty are
Yep.
over here, so
Things are coming back a little bit better.
we're not going to do that today. We're still kind of just wandering around. We have 2 more days left in Epcot, so.
Yeah.
So I got the chocolate caramel Mickey marshmallow, so we'll give that a try.
Okay, as
Okay.
you were talking and the camera's so really interrupted.
Okay, so the caramel chocolate marshmallow one that was over at Caramel Kutch was really rich and good, but it's not my favorite thing in the shop. So I don't know if I would get it again, but if you're really into marshmallows, that's a really good marshmallow. But it's thick marshmallow.
The cookie?
No cookie.
Did you get the cookie?
Oh, I did get the cookie, but I'll have that later because that's too much junk at once.
So the cookies are recommended.
Oh, I love the cookies. They have like a chocolate with a caramel cookie, but they're calling it a s'mores cookie now, which is different than what they used to call it. So it's got chocolate and caramel, like little strudel at the top, like a little marking. And then inside is a layer of caramel, and it is amazing. So I saved that for later.
And the popcorn.
Oh yeah, and we got popcorn. You can't miss the Werther's popcorn. Actually, we prefer the ones that they fresh make versus the ones that are pre-packaged. Just FYI.
And Hayden's gonna be upset.
Yeah, they didn't have the Kinder in there. They usually have in Germany. A lot of the little things like that they didn't have that we could bring back. So the one thing to know about Epcot is not everything is available at the World Showcase for shopping. A lot of it's trying to get products across and shipping and things like that. So if that's what you're used to and you have special things that you like from the other countries, not everything's available.
Alright. Okay, so from Germany to, we're gonna go China or Norway?
No, we go through the African kind of post pavilion and then we walk over to China and we'll see what's over there and we'll see how long that line is for Frozen Ever After in the middle of the day.
Well, that's Norway.
Yeah, that's afterwards. But sometimes they back up, remember, into China, so we'll see where that line is.
Okay. So yeah,
Yes.
China. We're going Norway.
We're doing a lot of traveling today. What can I say?
So where we left you off, I think we were going through China. We waited for about 45 minutes for Frozen. The line was a little bit longer than last time, but it's been, again, one of these weird days for us. We did that, went to Three Caballeros and Mexico, and had to wait to get into line, that too.
Not too long. It wasn't bad at all.
No. Really, and then it's like I said, we were trying to do all this before because we had dinner reservations at Le Cellier.
But we did realize when we were in Mexico that they had a separate line if you wanted to go into La Cava to get your tequila, your margaritas and such. They had a separate on the side of the
Side of the pyramid?
Pyramid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you couldn't go have a margarita and then immediately jump over into like Three Caballeros or shopping. You had to pick one side or the other.
Yeah, so you'd have to go out and then go do something.
Go back in.
Because they're obviously taking counts of how many people are still in, even though they still are trying to limit the numbers of people in there, even though some of the policies have changed. And we've had a weird day with that because we keep forgetting to take off our masks. We leave them on when we didn't need to, take them off. And I actually forgot at one point in Germany when we were getting the cookies, put on my mask.
So we went to Caramel Kitsch by accident, and Brad kind of got in trouble.
Yeah.
Not like, but yeah.
I really didn't mean I was talking to somebody else, and I just went back to the old ways of doing things.
It's just weird when you're off on, and which way, and sometimes it just kind of slips your mind. You're not thinking.
And we're in day 2 of this, so it's been kind of different.
It is. It's a kind of a weird. It's definitely an adjustment period. So
yeah.
most cast members are really understanding of that and be like, oh, hey, don't forget you're inside. Put on your mask, or you're about ready to go inside. This is where we ask you to please put on your mask. So most cast members are really nice about it and reminding you and letting you know what these changes are as they're happening. So I love, and this, I am not sponsored by any. We're not sponsored anything. I really enjoy when I found a few years ago products from the Rinse company, and I really like their aromatherapies for like congestion, headaches, things like that. It works really well. So I've even got where my dad's hooked on the peppermint oil. So I went and stocked up because they actually got rid of their location at Disney Springs. I found out. I guess it's been over a year, but it's been over a year since we've been here. So so I thought they weren't at the festival at all, but they were kind of hidden. So they are there. I was happy. So I kind of stocked up a bit.
So yeah, we got that, and then we had dinner at Le Cellier.
Yay!
Yeah.
I honestly don't know if I could get Brad in the beginning to come back to Disney if it hadn't been for Le Cellier.
Oh no, I like coming to Disney. It's just
no. I said in the beginning before you really got to like it.
Yeah.
Like if I didn't say okay, I'll make the ADR at Le Cellier.
Well, we have to have one. So yeah, we love having dinner there. It's a must do for us, and we are very glad to have reservations. It's one of those things that you do need reservations, even before the whole COVID thing or anything. You had to have reservations to get in for the most part. Okay,
so there was a difference that we noticed. We'll link one of our reviews down below. Yeah. But usually when you go into Le Cellier, they'll tell you each seating section had a different province of Canada, and they would seat you in that section and tell you something about the province.
And then a lot of the people who are, almost everybody there, who are the waitresses and waiters there, were all from Canada.
Servers.
Yeah, and
so they're not, it's a mix now. So it's kind of,
they're not there.
That cultural learning or experience isn't there right now, per se.
That kind of took away a little bit of the restaurant, unfortunately.
A little bit. We missed it.
Yeah. I mean, the food, it was still excellent. It just took a little bit of that extra fun part about it going there.
Right. Disney is a lot of times an experience when you sit down to eat. So that's kind of...
And this has been kind of all through Epcot for the most part.
It has been.
You've lost a lot of that. You know, like in Japan, you don't have a lot of the Japanese students or people who are there.
So they don't have the international program for cast members right now. So we really do miss that because it's really fun to go and talk to cast members and see where they're from or things about their country that they would teach us. So we definitely miss that international the culture and education that we get, and it was fun.
Yeah. So if you really want to know what the food likes, I will show our pictures of our food right now. Look at our review down below for Le Cellier. It's pretty much the same. Only a few things changed seasonally on the menu. Kim got mussels this time,
which I absolutely loved. It had a really nice. It wasn't. A lot of times you get mussels and it's kind of just got so much broth that they're kind of drowning and you're looking around for where the shells are. There wasn't that much sauce. They had another piece of bread. It didn't have a whole bunch of flavor to it, and it was kind of hard, so I only had a bite. I didn't really care for that part of it, especially when you put it next to the pretzel bread.
Which we always order extra of because it's so good.
But it's interesting now, they've almost got like a mini loaf of pretzel bread versus like the small versions.
I don't think they were much bigger than the last ones.
They weren't, but now they only gave us one, so we asked for more pretzel bread because we love the pretzel bread.
So
that's a tip. If you like a certain kind of bread and they only bring you one piece and you're sitting at a table and multiple people like it, you can always ask for more of that type of bread.
And then you always go there. Also, like I love the poutine. Always get that. And then we always
They
get
actually didn't put it in the starters course, which was different. They used to put it as an appetizer. Now it has its own section on the...
Yeah, they started changing this, and this is about the time we did our review, is that we noticed this, that is not part of the dining plan, which the dining plan isn't going on right now. They put it in a separate spot on the menu saying as poutines. So it's something to be aware of. If you don't see it in the appetizers, it is down
Brad
there.
had a moment of panic because
like,
he loves poutine.
Yeah.
So he's like, no, where's the poutine?
But as far as the meat, my steak was excellent. It tasted great. The potatoes I got, I did not care for it. I do not know why. It just didn't taste right to me.
And you usually love
Yeah.
potatoes au gratin, so that's kind of a different thing for you.
Yeah, I don't know. The steak, the sauces, everything else was great.
My filet mignon was perfect, and
but-
it was tender, and that mushroom risotto is so good.
And that steak
It's
is
very
always...
creamy, and it's got the big mushroom chunks in that risotto, and it's amazing.
So definitely check our review down below because you'll get a lot more food in that.
Well, and the one thing different I got this time was a dessert, and I got a caramel chocolate bar, and that was really good, but it was really rich. I couldn't finish it.
And I got the cream brulee, the maple cream brulee, which I always do, which I love. There is something that's off the menu that they normally have there, is the Namo bar.
Yeah, they don't have it. Matter of fact, our server Tarek had never heard of it, and it's one of those things that used to be on the menu, and it was almost kind of like one of their signature next to the creme brulee, the maple
Creme
brulee. So the fact that it'd been on the menu for years before, we were a little surprised it was gone. But that's okay. I actually really like
not the first.
chocolate
It's not the
caramel.
first one we've seen off the menu that's a signature dessert.
They changed their dessert menus more than a lot of
Well,
restaurants
I'm
do.
talking about like when we went into Kosi's, they didn't have
That's true. They didn't have
their
the Nikosi's bar.
Yep. So I think some of these maybe is because ingredients rise or anything like that. Because we went to a lot of stores.
So now tomorrow I'll give you a heads up. We're going to Hollywood Studios and we're going to Sci-Fi Cafe, and they usually have a sci-fi bar, candy bar. So it'll be interesting to see if they still have that on their menu.
Yeah, so yeah, it's one of those things that you're seeing in the shops everywhere that I think that's just a hard time getting things from other countries, and they felt very bland as far as not having these normal things from other countries.
It was kind of funny because a lot of times we like to go to the England pavilion, and we'll go in. There's a certain like
The Roundtrees.
the Roundtree candies that we really like that are the gummy chews. And we'll get one and split it over with all of us for a few days and just kind of like snack on it once in a while, but they don't have those right now. So a lot of times if you went into countries and you're used to seeing like the Italy pavilion, I was going to go in and look for some kind of like fun gift for my best friend's birthday. And I would thought like some cool like kitchen or coffee kind of thing for her. But usual stuff, it was really not there.
It's all the Disney branded stuff.
Yeah, there was once in a while a few things that might have been left over, but even like it was surprising. So to us, that was a huge difference for Epcot, because usually I enjoy going in the pavilion stores and looking for those fun, unique items from different countries.
Yeah. And it's like we talked about Japan. You can see in the pictures of the store of Japan that it's drastically reduced, and that is an actual store that is based out of Japan. As far as after that, we ended up going to Test Track, and that was kind of odd because they have the machines turned off.
So you're not designing your own car right now.
Yeah. And one thing is they're still enforcing the mask mandate if you have a picture with your mask off.
So there was two ladies in our vehicle ahead of us, and they took off their mask during the ride, so we didn't get our photo pass for the rest of our vehicle. So that's kind of a bummer.
After that, we ended up doing the thing that you should do, and this is the tip, is if you walk into that park the first thing in the morning, and this is still holds true, if you want to ride Spaceship Earth, do it at night. We basically locked on. It was maybe a 5-minute wait.
At most, yeah, it was really easy. In the morning, it's like 35, 45 minutes.
And you're waiting forever. Come in towards the dinner time and ride that at that time. You're going to get on. But on the way out of that, we had a beautiful view of Spaceship Earth.
And then the new statue, the kind of glass statue with the etching is really nice.
And another tip is there is a new bus company running, and we showed Academy that they do have a contract for July with them. But here's the issue. We had 2 buses go back to back with no room for wheelchairs or
Scooters.
Be the big thing that we've been talking about this whole trip that we've been trying to do. It's patience, because nothing is the way it was.
No, and it's hard to relearn and do something different because so many of us have this idealistic of what Disney was before the pandemic. But just as a lot of things in life, we've had to adjust. We had to learn new things and new ways of doing things. And hopefully most of this is temporary.
Yeah, hopefully soon that we'll get back to advanced dining reservations, back to fast passes without any cost. And just everything being back to normal. Well, maybe the construction be done with Epcot.
Well,
those paths are killing us.
We do get turned around a bit. We do know where they go after the second day, but we're just so used and ingrained into having that like map in our head.
But again, this is where it's been good for us because it's been making us try to do different things, try new things, things that we never would normally done because we had everything planned out. That if we got to them, it was okay. But if not, well, whatever, we can do them next time. This is making us do those things that we were saying we'll do next time.
Yeah, in some cases, but it's just been, you know, we're back at Disney. We're fortunate to be back at Disney, and things will change. It's not going to be like this forever. And of course, the construction is largely around the 50th anniversary for Disney World, which will be really exciting for some of those really great changes. The future is.
Who wants to take bets that they're not going to have it done?
Why? You have a sick mind.
So with that,
Really, because nobody wants to hear that. You know what? Disney does do pretty good most of the time when the pandemic is not involved. They have kept on schedule for the most part. I mean, the last year's been a little rough with everything.
So if you like this video, please like, subscribe,
And follow along with our Ohana.
So with that, I think it's time for us to end our day and say goodbye and
Find your magic. Bye, everyone.